wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And that'll set him back 5. Manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Lawrence will throw. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Mills on 3rd and 2. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet, he's going to have the first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Casey. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They go play action now. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Lawrence. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake, Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation.
would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A first down throw for Mills. Flush to his right. He's got Fuller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 35 on second down, Mills. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On third down, here's Mills. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Casey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one, 34 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid. You try to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score, Jaguars 14, Texans 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's second and a yard. Here's Mills. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action now. Mills. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go.
From the 44, Mills. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Mills. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mills. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing, Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Quick throw to Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Mills to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a give to ETN. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the set.
Now Lawrence to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Let it roll and it's picked. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mills. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there for Houston. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Casey. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence will throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. We knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Under 10, 10.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Working out of the gun, Mills. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Second and 10. Play fake, Mills. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mills. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to... The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Texans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.